Meet Eddie. See, for years, Eddie Hearn has run boxing, but now Eddie's got a problem. Dana White plans to take over boxing. When Dana White joined the UFC back in 2001, the UFC was in the mud. Dana convinced two friends to buy the UFC, believing if they ran it properly, it could be huge. But they had to create their own rules. The sport wasn't even legalised. So Dana took what he liked from boxing and left behind what he didn't like. Everyone laughed and thought this will never work. But 15 years later, the UFC sells for $4 billion. See, the Fertitta brothers, they only paid $2 million for the UFC. Dana also sold his 9%, but carried on being president. But see, Eddie Hearn was asked, what's his vision for his boxing promotion company? Matchroom, one of the biggest in the world. He says, sell it for $5 billion, more than the UFC. The rivalry begins to grow. Dana says, I'm going to expand into boxing. Eddie, he just laughs it off and says, you've got a lot to learn, but I'll enjoy the competition. Come along. Dana says, I ain't joking. Starts Zuffa Boxing and makes a huge statement. One of Eddie's biggest current fighters, Conor Ben, who had been with Matchroom for nearly 10 years, decided not to sign a new contract with Eddie, but go with Dana for a rumoured $15 million for a one-fight deal. Eddie was absolutely furious, so he didn't get a phone call with Conor to discuss it. See, Eddie expected a lot more from Conor. Back in 2022, Conor was suspended after failing 2 doping tests. Eddie could have walked away, but fully supported and backed Conor. In his system, he had a female fertility substance that boosts testosterone. Conor has always denied this and said it was due to contamination with eggs. And Eddie, he's fully backed it. 2 years later, the National Anti-Doping Panel, they ruled they couldn't prove that he intentionally done it. Suspension lifted, but after one fight with Eddie, Conor chose Dana. And Eddie absolutely furious. See, Dana plans to completely transform boxing as we know it. A league-style system like the UFC. One champ at each weight category, ensuring the best boxers face each other frequently. But see, Dana's got serious backing as well. Not just TKO, who own UFC and the WWE, but also Turkey Al Sheikh. So in short, the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund, who's funded and hosted events with Eddie before. Now Turkey has started his own thing with Dana. When Eddie voiced how disappointed he was how Conor handled it, Turkey posted on social media, Eddie, come put your head on the chest of your father. I will give you a warm hug. The world is filled with evil people. But Eddie had a little something up his sleeve. Dana's UFC heavyweight world champion, Tom Aspinall. In Tom's last bout, it ended in a no contest after having both eyes poked. Lost his vision, as see Tom feels like Dana left him out to dry. After the fight, Dana said, no damage to the eye, and it also said Tom didn't want to fight. Tom felt let down, and Dana didn't even speak to him. Tom's had multiple operations and now has an eye condition because of it. So Eddie creates Matchroom Talent Agency. The first and currently only person they've signed, Dana's heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall. He's still contracted to the UFC, but Eddie will manage his business dealings inside and outside the octagon. See, Eddie says Dana, he's not even trying to take over boxing, he's trying to create his own world within boxing. But Dana insists he will make boxing better than ever.